Hi, I'm Dangerously Talented. I'm here to talk today about Mormon Baptism of the Dead. Now, what this is see, on a hot day or on a snowy day or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, what they do on a Sunday is they go down to the Mormon temple, and there's like this baptismal font, which is like adult size, and what they do is they dunk themselves in the water and baptise themselves. But they can't baptise themselves because they've already been baptised. So what they do is they baptise themselves over and over, and it's not themselves they're baptising, but it's dead people. But what does this have to do with me, I can hear you asking? I'm not a Mormon, and I'm not even dead. Well, let me tell you. You see, it is a grave insult to everybody who is not Mormon. What they're doing is, no matter what your belief was, I mean, they've done it to most of the popes of the Catholic Church, is they've been baptising people no matter what their beliefs were. They even did this to the Jews who suffered under the Holocaust until they told them to stop it. And I think they've stopped. Anyway, let me give you one example in particular. One Edward Davies. Now, you might not know him, but Mitt Romney does, because it's his father-in-law. Now, what happened is that Edward Davies, his children are all converted to Mormonism, and he didn't because he thought it was a load of bullshit. He was an atheist. So, what happened was, after he died, about a year after he died, I mean, they let his corpse go, you know, all rotten and stuff. Anyway, what they did was they went into the water and baptised him, even though he did not want to be baptised in, you know, life. So, and then they don't just do this to their relatives. They do this to complete strangers, people who never have even heard of them before. You know, like people like Gary Coleman and Pat Tillman and Groucho Marx and Harpo Marx and Chico Marx and Shemp, Carl Sagan, Alexander the Great, George Carlin, John Hughes, Nancy Spungen, Richard Burton, Frank Zappa, George Orwell, Truman Capote, Bob Crane, John F. Kennedy, Lee Harvey Oswald, Jack Ruby, Jacques Cousteau, Buddy Ebsen, Ernest Hemingway, Frank Lloyd Wright, Kurt Cobain, Joan of Arc, Gertrude Stein, Alice B. Toklas, and Wolfman Jack. Now, all of these people were baptised against their will, because they didn't even know that they were baptised, because they were dead. It's the baptismal equivalent of corpse rape. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to right this wrong. Now, in order to do a debaptism, you have to come prepared. Well, fairly prepared. I mean, you don't have to follow the rules exactly, because I've just made these up on the spot, and you can basically do any sort of ritual you like when you are debaptising a Mormon dead person, you know. So, what do Mormons like to do? Well, they don't like to drink alcohol, so I've got some alcohol here, and they don't like any caffeine either. So, this alcohol has some peach and black tea in there. We're not worrying about the peach, it's all about the black tea. Anyway, I've also got some cola here, that's also got caffeine in it, and now I have found a body of unholy water, and you see, with a duck pond, nothing unholies a body of water any faster than ducks. Anyway, so I've got a bucket here. I has a bucket, and I'm going to fill it up with some unholy water. There we go. A bucket with some unholy water in it. Right. And I have gathered you today at this duck pond, surrounded by these ducks, in order to cleanse these dead people of being Mormons. I have a camera which is a proxy for these people. This light symbolizes, actually, so I can just see inside the thing because it's really dark in there. So, I shall now debaptize these people. Edward Davies, I debaptize you in the name of nobody. Gary Coleman, I debaptize you in the name of nobody. Pat Tillman, I debaptize you in the name of nobody. Groucho Marx, Harpo Marx, Chico Marx, Shemp, Carl Sagan, Alexander the Great, George Carlin, John Hughes, Nancy Spungen, Richard Burton, Frank Zappa, George Orwell, Truman Capote, Bob Crane, John F. Kennedy, Lee Harvey Oswald, Jack Ruby, Jacques Cousteau. I've got to leave him a bit in, you know, because he's used to it, so. Buddy Ebsen, Ernest Hemingway, Frank Lloyd Wright, Kurt Cobain, Joan of Arc, Gertrude Stein, Alice B. Toklas, and Wolfman Jack. But it's not just them, is it? I mean, yes, I can debaptize people who have been dead baptized all day. I mean, you know, there's a really long list for me to do that with. But you can see it in the under there. Anyway, but this is not going to stop them from baptizing dead non-Mormons, is it? No. So, I'm going to start debaptizing dead real Mormons. George Romney, father of Mittens Romney, it's your turn. George Romney. Brigham Young. Who else is a dead Mormon? Philo T. Farnsworth. Any of the Osmonds dead yet? What about, Wilford Brimley. Anyway, right. Can't think of any others. I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign-off.